build aerospace. I mean, I certainly would. Thank you, Jim. Emily McChesney Preston and Coleman Talley. Emily.
Good afternoon. Once again, I'm Emily McChesney Preston with Coleman Talley, and I'm here to talk today about an issue that I think most people are aware of and are nervous about in this room, and that's the upcoming health care reform and the Supreme Court's decision about the Affordable Care Act. And so in that regard, I'd like to ask the Chamber to consider taking 3 steps. The first is I'd like the Chamber to look at do some investigation, look at the legislation that's passed to see how that might impact local businesses. Specifically, I know several local business owners are concerned about whether they should provide insurance for their employees, how the regulations might affect them in that regard, the tax credits, all of the legislation that impacts local businesses. I know that's an issue that most business owners in Valdosta are concerned about. So I guess that would be more education of legislation that's already there. The second would be a study into the economic impact that this legislation may have on the community, specifically Medicaid and Medicare, and how it might impact the Chamber's Triple Crown hometown. I think that's the correct term for the program. The retirement community in the area, there's some legislation that may impact retirement communities, and that's a lot of concern. And then third, even though the legislation is already passed, there's still a lot of uncertainty about how it's actually going to be implemented. And basically how this is going to happen is the federal government is going to go through a rulemaking period where they start making regulations about how this actually does go into effect and how it actually does impact businesses. And as part of that rulemaking, they'll go through a period of notice and comment. And so any citizen or the Chamber could propose comments and propose suggestions to the rules that they make about health care. So I'd ask the Chamber to consider monitoring the proposed rules, making suggestions on the rules if there's enough of a consensus, or at least provide information to the members of the Chamber on how they can individually make changes to those rules.
Anybody have any questions of Emily? Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, may I ask one
Yes,
question?
ma'am.
Jim, did you mention the estimated cost of the tower?
We estimate $2.2 million.
Hey, James McGahee with Wiregrass Technical College, and y'all have a handout here that Mr. McGahee had brought earlier to look at and take with you. Jim?
Thank you, Mr. Borders. I'll be brief, but I want to make a couple of comments about why we're here today. I think most of you are aware that on TV you hear reports and see reports about the United States ranking at best 27th on the whole globe in terms of the education of our students in science, technology, engineering, and math. And our whole presidential election this term seems to be focused on creating jobs, and it certainly needs to be. But there's a golden opportunity for many, many jobs to be created, and many jobs are already out there that need to be filled in the science, technology, engineering, and math fields. And the federal government has put several $billions available for grants to support what is called the STEM program on a nationwide basis. And Georgia, the state of Georgia, has submitted a grant application and is going to participate through the University of Georgia in the STEM programs. The STEM programs will be teaching science and math and technology and electronics, all that, at the K through 12 level. So it will be the education piece that will be funded. But once the students have the opportunity to go through those fields and learn that particular education, get that particular education, then they've got to have a skills piece of it. And the skills piece could be at the Valdosta State and Wiregrass Technical College level. And the technical college is positioned to, and has already been identified by the state, to be a college that can receive funding if the community supports an engineering school there. So what we would like to do is ask the Chamber to as we did with the Health Sciences Center at Valdosta State University. As a community, come together and with the Chambers help ask our legislatures going forward to look at helping to fund a facility and the program for STEM education and engineering school at Wiregrass Technical College. You know, I've drawn the comparison between healthcare, which I spent 30-some years in. 6, 7, 8 years ago, we recognized that we were having a severe shortage in nursing and other healthcare technicians. And we realized the Health Sciences Center would help address that issue. And it took us that long to finally get the legislature to fund the Health Sciences Center here in Valdosta. But it's going to be a great thing for the community in Southwest Georgia, for that matter, as we fill nursing jobs in particular, nurse practitioners, PAs, and those people, because the doctor shortage is growing in leaps and bounds. We're 65,000 shortage of doctors in the United States right now. In 5 years, it'll probably be double that. So the nurse practitioners and PAs are going to play a big role. Well, guess what? The same thing is happening in the electronics field and in the technical fields. Students are not going into those fields. They're not getting exposed to the educational levels they need in high school and then on into technical college and universities. Yes, we got Georgia Tech, and Georgia Tech is like putting out doctors. What we need is Wiregrass and VSU putting out the technicians, the nurses, so to speak. So we have a golden opportunity, and Angela's going to speak to it for just one moment. If we're able to come together as a community and support the engineering school at Wiregrass, there's a strong possibility with Wiregrass's history already of getting a Center of Excellence designation, which could result in millions of dollars of funds, federal funds, flowing to Valdosta through Wiregrass. So, if you want to address that.
I am Wiregrass. He's talking about NSF, National Science Foundation. If we have a standalone engineering school of College of Engineering, they will look at us as being a potential center of excellence in communication, wireless broadband communication. That's something that's really missing nationwide. There's centers of excellence all over the country, but not in that area. And the reason why is because it changes. I mean, as soon as you get an iPhone and learn how to use it, a new one comes out. And that's why colleges have been scared to do it. But we have really partnered with the top industry leaders worldwide, and they have come to the table with us to develop the right curriculum for this. And we are being counseled by other centers of excellence nationwide, 3 of them. And they are helping us build this story. And if we do this and we start these engineering programs, then we have a strong chance, probably within 5 years, to be a center of excellence. And that means we're staying on the cutting edge research and then just take our community to a new level.
Thank you. Anyone have any
questions? We went through that pretty quickly, but in all honesty, we've been looking at this for a while, and we have actually met with Valdosta State University. We anticipate VSU will take somewhat of a leadership role in establishing the STEM programs and working with our high school systems to do that. The problem with it, there's got to be a new approach to how we teach our young people both our math and science skills. So, just teaching them on concept and not teaching them how it applies in everyday lives and what's out there for them going forward in the possible job creation. Hopefully we will generate enough interest at the high school levels that the engineering school would be the place they would want to go to get the technical skills and get for it.
James, I want to ask you a question. We have passed forward educational government, spent millions of dollars. Again, 47% of all of the high school actually not graduated, 49% right now. When is our school system going to do something or get into something that keeps those children something that they want to learn? I'm all for what you're talking about, one of the greatest ideas I've heard.